Well, hello guys. Nice to be back. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving week and weekend. Hopefully, the Black Friday and Super Small Business Sunday deals were great to you. They were great to me. So, yeah, I got a little bit of a haul here, and we'll get we're gonna get into it really soon. So sorry for not posting last week, but I just wasn't not feeling so good, too hot. So, but I got a little bit for you guys, a little bit of this and that, and I'm just gonna try to get back into the swing of things. So that's how I'm doing things. Uh, if you go up on my Instagram page today, I've got 25 days of Luke Cage where I show off 25 Luke Cage covers until Christmas. So if you haven't subscribed over my Instagram page, I'll try to leave a link. I'll leave a link below. So yeah. So let's get into the haul without further ado. These 10, 15 books. My LCS was having a sale, and when he puts on a sale, he puts on a sale. So these first three books, there's first 10, 15 books are three for $1. Three for $1. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are like, yeah, you get excited. Then comes the running and the screaming. Okay, but without again, let's start off with Deadpool number 2. I forget which volume this is. So Deadpool number 2. I believe this is a Liefeld cover. It pays homage to Hulk 344 or 340. I forget which one. You see Deadpool in the thing. That Incredible Hulk is such a homage cover. You know what I'm saying? And it gets done a lot of things. But yeah, if you look right there, there's Deadpool in the shiny background. So yeah, Deadpool number 2. The I think the Liefeld homage, the homage cover to Incredible Hulk 340, I believe. Next up is New Mutants 59. Doing some doing some filler stuff. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty neat. And then I picked up a nice 60 as well. So that's pretty good looking, I guess. So yeah, like I said, New Mutants number 60. And I picked this up. I'm a sucker for variants. A lot of people are. I believe this is a Jenny Frison one. I'm not 100% sure on that. Savage Avengers number 2, the variant. So I picked it up. I believe it's a Jenny, but I'll have to check it after I get done with this video. But yeah, pretty nice. It's got a little bit of a thing, but for like 35 cents, I ain't complaining. So then I'm a sucker for the great newsstands right here. This whole barcode. If it doesn't say direct, it's a newsstand. So teaching you guys right then and there. This is X-Men 158. Like I said, it's a good. I think it's a Salvador Larroca cover, which he is a very fine artist, a good artist, very excellent artist. I like collecting his stuff. So, yep. X-Men 158, the newsstand version, and then we're not done with the newsstands. We got a X-Men 168, same person, Salvador Larroca, featuring Wolverine and Iceman, and yes, it's a newsstand. Again, sucker for newsstands. At $3, 3 for $1, you can't beat them. You can't beat them. Nope. Then this, I've been wanting to get this one. This is Uncanny X-Men. I think it's the third or fourth volume. Maybe third or fourth, I believe. Yeah, believe. This is the Chris Bacallo X-Men cover. I think this is the white cream, but I'm not. I'm not sure about that. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. Then I picked up a Uncanny X-Men 333 last year when first X-Men the first X-Men 94 came out there. This became real hot because of this first full appearance of Bastion. So again, picking that up for 40 cents. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. X-Men 333, first full appearance of Bastion. Then we got a Thor 31 Peach Momoko cover. It's none of the greatest of shapes, but for 35 cents, I ain't gonna pass it up. 30 odd some cents. So, like I said, again, Thor 31 Peach Momoko cover, excellent one. And then a lot of people don't know this. This is the last issue of X Factor 262. This was a great at the end there. It was a great series, and Peter David, one of the greatest to write. May rest in peace. Like I said, I've always liked this cover. It's always a decent cover. So again, I believe that's Jamie Matrox right there, the Multiple Man. So, but I've always liked this cover because it is just hey, sorry, we're closed. Like I said, it's a good cover. And again, if you're looking for the last issue of X Factor, this is the one right here. This is the one you want to get. All right, let's go into some independents. This is the Shadow and Doc Savage, number 2 of 2. This is a multi cover. What has happened is many artists contributed this one, but the main artist for this one that contributed is Dave Stevens. He did some of the cover. Now he has done this in the future, I should say. He did a partial cover for this. Then he did another partial cover for a book called DV8 number 1. One of the covers for that. So, but yeah, this is a partial cover. This is a Dave Stevens partial cover. So yeah, if you see it, pick it up. This is the last one of the, I believe no, there's a couple more. This is the Wild West number 1. This is a Adam Hughes cover, believe it or not. This is an Adam Hughes cover. Early Adam Hughes cover. So yep. So that's what it kind of looks like. So, but yeah, nice Adam Hughes cover on that. So like a lot of people don't know it, so but if you ever see it in the Wild West, pick it up for $1 or $2. So yeah. I like my Valiant. I like my Valiant. So I picked Solar, the Man of the Atom. This is number 47. Like I said, the older Valiants, they're not worth a lot, but they are kind of hard to find. So, like I said, a lot of people didn't buy these. So, and then there's number 51, which is kind of, again, a lot of these older Solar books, when you get up into the numbers, they're a lot harder to find. But hey, picking them up for 35 cents is not a big deal. And lastly, I picked up some DCs. I remember this as a kid, the Kingdom series of a bunch of one-shots followed by a Kingdom epilogue or something like that. But yeah, it makes me want to go back and collect these because it reminds me of my childhood a little bit. But yep, I picked up Kid Flash number 1, which is I didn't get a chance to read them, but yeah, pretty good. Night Star number 1. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a decent read. And then the last one, if you don't know who Frank Quietly is, this is what I've known him for. This is what the first things I've known him for is this book right here, the Offspring number one. Before he went on to, I believe, X-Men. He went on to one of the X titles and did a great job there. So, but yeah, this is one of the earlier works from Frank Quietly, The Offspring, which is a pretty good, I've read this before. It's a pretty good read, so I take my word for it. So next we're getting into the 25% off books. These books were these back issues were 25% off, so can't argue there. So let's begin. This one is Amazing Spider-Man 592. They did a bunch of Wolverine covers, so this is one of them. It's not the greatest one. It's based off of like real art from a art gallery. It's not bad, but it's not great either. So, but yeah, picking up older AFM variants are getting a lot tougher to find. So yeah, picking this up, I think it was like $3 something I paid for this book. So yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 592, the Wolverine variant. So pick that up. Then the next day I picked up this one because this one is a really good one. My buddy Darren, he was the guest penciler on the Sensational She-Hulk, so he did this cover. This is actually, it says $5 on there, but this is actually worth a little bit more. This is a tough to find. This is really a tough to find out of that whole series. You know, I even told my friend who's been collecting this series, man, it's a tough. These are tough. This is a tough book to find. So, but yeah, this is a Sensational She-Hulk number 53. Darren Uck art. I've known the man for a couple years now. He always been great to me. Always been sensational to me. So yeah, like I said, if you see this around, pick this up. Yeah, pretty good one. Then I went to down into the State College area to this one comic book. No, it's not a comic book store, antique store. I went to, and they all these next books, except for the last one I have in here, were 20% off. So again, I was getting deals. So Spider-Verse Voices number 1, I just picked this up. I just love the cover to this. It looks phenomenal. And like I said, I got this $3, 20% off of that. Fall of the House of X number 1, the variant edition. Anything with Mystique, I'm a sucker for. And probably there's another guy out there, John Comics with Friends. I don't know if he has any friends or not, but I'm just saying he's more of a X-Men lover than a good friend, I guess. I'm just teasing, John. I'm just teasing. Yeah. So Fall of the House of X number 1. This is the variant to that. It's a great looking variant. If I can hit, yeah, that looks pretty good. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. All right. Spawn 46. Didn't have these. I've been collecting Spawn. I loosely collect Spawns if I can get them for a decent amount of money. But yeah, Spawn 46 for $2. Wasn't going to pass that up. Then here's a cover I've been trying to look for a while. Spawn 62. This is the Angela cover. Like I said, I kind of had a thing for her back when she was in the Spawn universe. Then Marvel. Than the Marvel one, but it's such a great looking cover. I always like this cover. So, but again, I paid 20% off of 9, so that's pretty good. That's pretty awesome. Then I picked up these because the movie's coming out next year. I mean next year. Yeah. Get it together. I'm losing it. Getting it together. Anyway, Mortal Kombat Baraka number 1. Again, this is going to be one of those books that you might see. I think he was in one of the trailers there. So yeah, you're gonna see this book spike real bad, real bad. So yeah, for $5, I'm picking them up now, and then maybe when it gets closer to the movie, I'll start selling some of these. So, but yeah, Mortal Kombat Baraka #1. Then this was a goodie thing here. This is Mortal Kombat Raiden and Kano number #1, but it's the gold foil edition. So yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. I know you can't see it, so excuse me for not, for not seeing it well. But yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. And then yeah, there's a without ruining the surprise for there's a new Raiden Kano number 2. So basically 2 for 1. I'll take them all the day. I'll just get the book out of the back and rebag both of these. So, but all right, we're gonna kick off the last book. The last book was a good one for me. Last book's a nice, excellent one. This is what you came for. This is what the what it is. What it is. It's one of those books I can check off. I can safely say I can check off off my list. Off the target list. You know what I'm saying? I shot the target and there it goes. It's now if I can find the foil of this one, I'll probably trade this in to my buddy Wayne, and then he can have this. So you guys ready? In 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this is a great book. I love this book. I can't say much about this book. Yeah, this is the Battle Chaser #1 regular cover. The Monica the Monica Heine variant. I think her name was Monica. I forget. Red Monica or something like that. Yeah, this is it. But this is just the regular cover. I'm gonna go see if I can chase down the foil one. But again, it's still a good looking cover. There's a little bit of a dent, but it's pretty good looking. So, hey, mission, target acquired. That's what I do. That's what I say. I rather have a target acquired than some filthy low life low gold that I have to do in 365 days. So I hope you guys liked my haul video. I wish there was more, but hey, you get what you get when you're in my area. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video, and I'd like to thank my comic book store, the Isle Comics. They've hooked me up here the last couple months. They've been hooking me up here with some good deals, great deals. So yeah. So all right, that's gonna conclude my video for my long video for today. Happy Cyber Monday, everybody. Take care of yourself, and then if you're going out there to hunt, be hunt a deer or something like that. Be careful. If you're going out there to hunt comics, well, happy hunting. This is Dia Wolf signing off.